Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream, Gately Academy live stream. Welcome and thank you very much for coming. It's exactly at 1:30 on Saturday, February 23rd. Just got out of teaching real estate school this morning. We had class this morning from starting at 8 o'clock and now just a quick break and a quick live stream for you. So if anybody in the live stream joining us live, I'd love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to type something into the comment section. And I'm pretty sure I've now mastered this. I can see the comment section. And if you type it in, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to read it on my screen here, and I'll be able to answer your question. So if there's anybody out there that has a question about especially preparing for the real estate exam, I'm all primed up and ready to answer it for you. If not, I did want to kind of share something very important that I wanted to share with you about what it takes to be successful after you pass the exam. So if there's anybody out there that wants to ask an exam question, great. If not, I'm going to share this, what I think is really, I'm kind of joking here, a nugget of wisdom, but I think it's incredibly important. Excuse me. When I was in politics a long time ago, we had this phrase that you are your list. You are your list. And I think when you become a real estate agent is kind of like running a perpetual political campaign, because most people, according to Gary Keller from Keller Williams in his book, Millionaire Agent, I think it is, most people who sell their home contact one or maybe two agents, and that's it. So name recognition is a huge, huge battle that you're performing. There's a lot of real estate agents out there. You want to be the number one real estate agent that people think about. And the best way to be the number one agent people think about is, of course, to be on the top of their mind. And name recognition is kind of where it's at. In order to be aware of you, you have to reach out to them. That makes sense, right? And the only way to kind of reach out to them in a systematic way is to have a list. And basically, that's where that phrase comes from. You are your list. And why we would say this in politics, of course, is from your list, you can get people to show up at events like a debate to support you. You can get people to donate to you. The old-fashioned way, we used to actually do this by direct mail. Now, of course, it's on the internet, of course. But you are your list. If you have a teeny list and not a lot of supporters, you're not going to sell a lot of houses and you're not going to get elected. Same idea. As a new agent, the most important thing that you can really do is sit down at the kitchen table, get out, if you have to, a pen and paper, literally, and make a list of like everybody that you know. Some of these people are going to be your close relatives. Some are going to be your neighbors. Some are going to be just somewhat acquaintances. Sally at the gym. I really don't even know Sally's last name, but I kind of know her from the gym. So you're going to put down pretty much everybody on this list. Now, you can do something a little bit more sophisticated than pen and paper. You could use, for instance, Google Docs, which is a great way to build a spreadsheet, a database of people you know for effectively free. Also, the nice thing about Google Docs is also comes with an app that you can use on your phone. And so if you're like me, who tend to forget things, especially when you get to this advanced age, once you meet somebody, you can immediately put them and grow your list. And that's really important. It's not a matter of just making the list once. It's a matter of growing it slowly over time. That's the more important part. And you can add people into your list immediately. Now, you are your list. This is the big thing I want you to think about. You are your list. All of your fortunes, up or down, are going to kind of go up or down with your list. If you share your list with somebody else, that devalues your list. The value of the list is that it's exclusive to you. If you share it with somebody else, then other people are going to work those leads, those contacts, and some of those deals are going to go to them instead of going to you. I want you to really think about that. If you join an agency that encourages you to put your list into their database. If you put your list into some company's database, I don't want to mention any particular company in this particular, but doesn't matter, any particular agency, you might get an exclusive while you're working at that agency to work with the people on your list. But let me ask you a quick question. After you leave that agency, which is a good chance, you're probably not going to work for one agency for the rest of your career. After you leave that agency, what happens to what you thought was your list? You leave that agency, you go across the street to go work for some other agency. You left your list behind. Your list is everything. Now somebody at the agency that you left is working your contacts. What's the value of that? It's your career. It's your livelihood. So if I was a new agent and I was interviewing at various agencies, one of the value things that they reap from you is your list. They're going to say, oh, yeah, you put it into the such and such database and we produce direct mail for you and everything. But what they don't tell you is that they're basically getting your list. And when you move on, they've got it. And there's nothing you can do. You basically gave it to them. Why? Because you wanted to use their database? There's a lot of free databases out there that are free, and you don't have to give away your number one or two asset, number one asset being your time, your number two asset being the people you know. All right, so hey, no questions in the live stream today. I want you to think about you are your list. The list is, as they say, the list is life. Treat it as such. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.